Let me turn it on. Hello, Professor. I'm just gonna call you Professor in this video. Just, I don't know. I don't know if you want me to say your name or not, so I'm just gonna assume not for this. Anyway, this is the first thing that I made in your class. This is a fully automatic volt maker. Basically, it turns wooden logs and iron into volts, which are useful for the next project that I'm going to show you. Before that, that's the version. Sorry, no. This is the version 2. No, it's not. I lied again. That's the version 1. This is the version 2. I don't know how easy it is to This is a lot more compact. And it's just more efficient in basically every way. And I'm pretty proud of it. And let's see. It's got how many volts are stacked up in here? So I've got about 1,747 volts. So the next thing, and this is what I need all the volts for, the next thing I made in your class is this quarry. It's quite fast. It can drill out a 100 by 100 area all the way to the bottom of the world in about 8 hours. And it's pretty small as well. I'm pretty happy with it. Let me see if I can turn this thing on. There we go. Just gonna drop in the hole real quick. Look at it go. It's beautiful. Now, but this actually did take me a decent amount of time. I can't remember if I came up with the idea in your class or if it was just, I think it was just in your class testing it, about halfway through the semester. Yep, it mines all the blocks, puts them in the storage, and it gets rid of the liquids as well, which is pretty awesome. And I need all the volts because this thing can mine up to like, God, it's in the millions. Depending on how big your perimeter is, it's going to be in the millions of blocks mined. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forget how seamless the teleportation is. I thought the game froze when there was no audio. Okay, let me come and turn this off. This is technically the version 3 of the quarry. This one runs a lot faster. It runs about 3.5 times faster than the previous model. It's a bit simpler, and it also has auto detection, I guess hardware, for when it gets stuck, because there are things that can actually cause the quarry to get clogged, errors. So, in a way, this is kind of like the quarry's watchdog timer that detects when something is not right and resets the system. But yeah, over here I've got the storage. I delete most of the stuff since this was just meant to be a test. In my other world, I actually do keep a lot of the resources like cobblestone and andesite, but here I'm just kind of testing how many like ores I get, and I am not disappointed. This thing makes an insane amount of resources. This is kind of unrelated. This is something I quickly built. I needed some meat for a project I was doing, so I made a meat farm. I love farms. Okay, and then the final thing that I spent the most time on, which most people, like, this is the thing that had a lot of people watching in your class. Let me come in here. Oh, the game. Oh, it's not running well. Let me turn up my settings real quick just so I can actually look at it. It's quite big, so I gotta turn that up. I think I probably set this to fast here. Done. And I should be able to turn around and look at it now. Oh. There we go. Give it a second to load in. So every single one of those squares you see loading in is 16 by 16 meters. And, I'm pretty sure that I removed all of these, so I don't know why the waypoints are still there. Okay. Oh my gosh, the game is not running well. Oh my lord. Okay. Let's see if we can get a little closer. Maybe let the chunks settle. I think I cleared the cache data when I was trying to fix Minecraft, so that's probably why the game is running so poorly. It's because it's having to reload all the chunks. I don't know. I did a full reset on the launcher because the game broke. Oh my goodness, it's running really badly. Oh man. Maybe if no, it's and if I look away, it's fine. And then the second I look at the create stuff, it's oh no. Oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, it was not running this badly before. I'm not really quite sure why it's doing this now. I think it's because I'm probably still loading chunks. Like if I go back now, yeah, see if I go back, it's... Okay, well, actually, it's still pretty bad. Why are we doing this? That might cause a problem. I'm probably going to have to just turn down the... That should have been turned down. Shadow distance. Why did I turn this up? My bad. Render distance is all that really matters because I'm just trying to look at the thing. So what FPS are we running this at? Ah, 9. A cool 9 FPS. $2,000 computer, by the way. I guess that just goes to show how crazy what I was working on is. Oh my gosh, it's still horrible. I genuinely don't know why it's doing this. I'm assuming it's gotta be the create stuff. Maybe if I like reset the create contraptions. Okay. That's bearable. Yeah, I would try and show off the whole thing, but it's literally so massive that I actually can't render the whole thing currently. If you've managed to guess what this is so far, congratulations. But to you and to those watching who don't know, this is a work in progress of a 1-to-1 of the Eclipse cannon from the new Sonic movie, the third movie. It's pretty big. I think the main dome has a diameter of about 365 blocks. I should be able to, there should be a number somewhere over here. So that's 275. Wait, is it a radius? Oh shoot, it might be a radius of 360 blocks. Actually, it's probably closer to 320. So it's probably like a radius of 320 blocks, if I'm not mistaken. It's hard to remember. Maybe this will give some insight. Okay, no, I think it's radius. Yeah, I think it's a radius of about 330 to 340. It was quite big. All of this was hand-placed as well. I don't really use, like, World Edit. I think that World Edit is... I mean, some people are pretty good with it, and they make cool stuff, but it's like... I don't know. I'm not, like... Because I'm planning on building this in survival mode, and I'm not going to have World Edit in survival mode, so I might as well not build it with World Edit in creative mode. But yeah, basically it just consisted of me going onto a circle generator website, typing in the radius of the circle, making the circle, and I did that for every single layer that you can see here. And then I just went in and filled in all the circles, and it looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually quite happy with how this turned out. The other hard part was definitely the spikes. The spikes are just enormous. And getting them to rotate using the create mod was a huge pain. But I think it was worth it because they look pretty amazing, I'm not going to lie. But all in all, I think there's... I didn't really have like a good number because my stats got wiped because I'm on a different computer. But if my math is correct, then there should be something like 450 to 460,000 blocks in this entire project so far. And I'm not even done. I still have to do all the interior of this room. I'm going to work on the, I don't even know what it would be called, chaotic energy core that Shadow powered up. Using some create tricks to make it look really good. But once it's done, I mean, like the shell is done, and now I just gotta get the insides working. But it shouldn't honestly even be that difficult. I'm pretty confident that it's gonna look great. And like I said, the main problem I'm having now is just rendering the whole thing. I don't know how I can appreciate it when I can't see the whole thing. Like if I come back over... Also, this is kind of a top-down view, so this is an ocean right here. And then this is the Eclipse cannon. And yes, there are two of them. I accidentally built this one too low, so I needed a new one. Is it an odd noise? But yeah, like there's a whole maze. So like this thing could fit an entire biome in it. Like it's huge. But yeah, that was what I was up to in your class. All in all, the current Eclipse cannon project took about 25 hours to build. It's definitely the biggest thing I've ever made in my life, but I'm pretty happy with it. And I mean, just like once I'm close to the spikes, you can kind of get a sense of scale. Like this thing is enormous. I think the spike alone is 256 blocks tall. So they are quite big. The only problem is when I get too far away, they kind of like blip out. Even if I have high render distance turned on for some reason, I think it's because they're create contraptions. But yeah, I had to push create to the limit, really mess around with the settings so I could actually make contraptions from thousands upon thousands of blocks. I think the default contraption limit is like 1,200 blocks. I've got it set to like 25,000 right now, I think. So it's absurd. It genuinely was such a crazy project, but I'm honestly so happy with how it turned out. It looks so good. I also had to get a mod to raise the world height. I couldn't actually fit this in the vanilla world height. Um, but yeah, no, I'm very happy with how it turned out. I would say most people in your class were also pretty happy to see it. But yeah, that's what I was up to. So I'll see you in class today.